Hey guys, in my last garden update video I mentioned how we didn't have any rain in the month of April. Had a ½ inch about a week ago, and just the other night we got 4 inches. So feast or famine. Quite a bit of rain. Wanted to come out here and just kind of shoot some footage of the garden after it rained really good. So far it's dried out quite a bit since it rained the other day, so it's not quite as muddy as I thought it was going to be today. I just wanted to show you kind of how the corn, if you can tell, is leaning over quite a bit. I'm pretty sure it's all going to straighten back out. It's been quite windy, so I think it's pushed over the corn. It should straighten itself out pretty quickly. I'm not going to try to force it straight. I think I tried that before and I did more damage than good. Like, I don't know, this one right here might need some help. It's quite a bit pushed over. So, I don't know if I'll mess with it. I'll let it sit there for a day, see what happens. Same with these here, they're kind of falling over. Now, these corn were healed up and everything to help prevent that. I guess the dirt got a little bit muddy and basically lost its ability to hold the corn up. Melons, they don't seem to do anything. Everything looks fine with them. The hay's getting a little darker from being wet. Hopefully it stays working. The onions looking great. I was hoping they'd stay a little drier during their final stages of growth. It looks like the yellow onions are now starting to fall over. So hopefully it stays dry. It doesn't look like the forecast is going to be dry for a while. So a good several weeks probably, no rain again, or who knows how long. Probably the rest of the month, rest of the summer, we won't get any rain. It's kind of how it goes around here. But I know tonight they're actually predicting pretty cold weather. I guess cold for the season. So it's about breaking record lows from 1890s. I think it's only supposed to get up in the upper 40s, but it's pretty cold for this time of year. Feels nice. Wish it'd stay like that the whole summer. I'm just out here real quickly trying to check the tomatoes, making sure they are inside their cages. So far, not too bad. This one's gotten a little bit too far out. And I just came out here yesterday, tried to push everything in, just making sure everything's staying in. Everything's looking all right. Also try to make sure, see if I can find any here. Sometimes the leaf nodes will kind of get bind up, or like in here, this flower stem here is kind of rubbing against the cage there, so I try to make sure that they're not binding or caught on anything. Here's a leaf node. See how that, I don't know if you can see it, kind of bent, this leaf node. These plants actually keep growing up. Leaf node kind of stays underneath. So I try to, just to release some of the tension on the plant, is pull it up, get it out of the cage. Here's one that's kind of getting close. This is where if you come out here today, and you can't really push it in so good today, but if you were to leave it like this for 2 days, it'd probably go from here to up here. Then you can't push it back inside of this. So that's why I try to keep it pushed in every day. But these are those remesh cages. Probably the last cages I'll have to worry about getting for several tens of years, maybe 10, 15 years. Hopefully. Here's another one here. You can see how it's binding up in under here. This kind of keep pushing up and push this leaf down, so I try to pull. Actually, I need to get this whole thing back inside somehow. It might be a little bit too big. A little bit difficult doing this with one hand. I think I'm just going to leave that as is. I'll pull this leaf stem. I done broke it right there. See, gotta be kind of careful. That's all right. They won't hurt it too bad. Break it off there. Probably just come in here and pull it off. It's a little bit cold out. If it's a little colder out, kind of if you come out at the end of the day, if it's hot, these things are a lot more, I guess you'd maybe say a little wilted, so they bend a lot easier. Definitely noticing that today. It's a bit cooler today than it has been. So it's probably a little bit more, I don't know what they call it, but it's more brittle right now. So I probably shouldn't even be doing this today. But I'll go down here this whole back side of this and check it here in a minute. The peppers are doing great. And these are the old cheap tomato cages. They work great for peppers. These are, I don't think these are the largest tomato cages, so-called tomato cages, but they seem to work well for peppers. And like I said before, I'll put a stake in them to hold them up. And I also try to make sure that they too stay within the cages, so they're not going all over the place outside of it. So once they get, well, hot peppers aren't usually that bad, but the bell peppers are worse at getting heavy and falling over. But these particular peppers aren't too bad. The jalapenos, the sweet bananas, they do all right. Just got full of peppers down here. I'll have to come out here and pick again, and probably next few days, because they grow pretty fast. And we've got a lot of flowers still up in here, so they're gonna have plenty. See if I can't see a bell pepper in here. See if it's gotten any bigger. One of these had some the other day. I don't see any again. I know I saw them in there the other day. Don't see any. Oh, here we go. This one. Those. Already got a few right here. Little peppers. Now, the potatoes, they took a beating last night, or the other night, sorry. And they have all fallen over, looking real bad now. They used to be standing up nicely, now they've just completely fallen over. We'll see if they stand back up a little bit. I'm doubtful. They might be finished. We're getting real close to being finished. Now that the plants have fallen over, I'll need to make sure no tubers are popping up. See, right in here. Here's one right here. Kind of out of the dirt. You gotta come in here and make sure they're covered up. Don't want them in contact with the sun. They will not like that. They'll turn green on you real quick. Let's see if I can't push them back over this direction. It's not working so good. Probably just let them be. Make sure no tubers are sticking out of the dirt. Yeah, I'm seeing more down here. Gotta get through all this. See how these stems are kind of getting soft. I think they're getting close to being done. They always get like this towards the end. They just start flopping over and getting unhealthy. So I got beans are doing well. You can tell kind of it got muddy in between here in these rows here. So but these green beans, Blue Lake beans, are starting to take off up the trellis, shooting right on up. Got a little weed here. Get rid of that. Right in there, grow right there. Lima beans are looking pretty good. seem to be doing all right. They weren't quite so big. Normally if they're real big and they get hit by a hard rain too, they fall over as well, like the potatoes. Not sure what kind of critter this is. It's making these little burrowing holes here. Kind of strange. I don't think it's a mole. Not so sure. If it dries up a little bit, I'll do that. Hope it doesn't stay too wet. If I get that black fungus in these stems, that'll be the end of all these. That should be all for now. I don't really have much.